Hi guys, we have Mutation Dance Dance Evolution over here on Missed Opportunities. So we have three mutators. We have speed freaks. Enemy units have increased movement speed, so all enemy units move at speed 5.5. This of course benefits the slowest units most because of course they move the same as the fastest. So Zerglings, for example, do have the least benefit from this mutator because they already normally move pretty fast, so it's not big increase in their speed, but it still is. Transmutation, enemy units have a chance to transform into more powerful units when they deal damage, and if they kill, they will transmute mandatory, and the transmutation will go as many tiers up as the killed unit is worth, and if they just do damage, they can just do have chance, and they can do one tier up. And moment of silence: when a heroic enemy dies, a player's unit around it will be stunned for 12 seconds. It has a range of 8 around the heroic unit that died, and 12 seconds of stun. And it kind of synergizes with transmutation because things can transmute into hybrids, and then when they die, you get stunned, so you can only move, not and use basic commands like burrow. I think you cannot attack or use abilities, at least damage dealing abilities. Okay, so you can see this is already first transmutation. I'm soloing as Tunneling Horror, and okay, little bit of transmutation is good because when unit transmutes into a higher tier unit, it will give you more biomass when it dies, but of course, if it gets out of control, then it's not good, and you have to be very careful with toxicness because units that die, some of around surrounding enemy units can actually attack the locus that unit spawned and transmute, and every unit that transmutes will become free agent and end up in your base. So, for example, if part of attack wave, they are designed to attack. To go for the bot, but you can see this one didn't return to its post, but luckily I have this and toxicness here to stall them and kill them before it can get into my mineral line and transmute into something more fierce. So yeah, that's what you have to be careful about transmutation, because the bot attacking units will be no longer bot attacking units, will become free agents and go to your base if they transmute, so you have to be careful about that. Okay, I'm clearing this. I decided to add another spine to expand faster. Okay, fortunately I just put 2 workers in here, but okay, I will be fixing this. So Zerglings, because they're only half supply units, they don't give an additional biomass. Other units will give 50% more if killed by toxic nest, or if killed, if they just damaged by toxic nest, like units that can have more than 200 HP to survive the hit. And then they have to be killed during this, I think, 3 seconds of stun time. And then they will also yield 50% more biomass. Otherwise, if the stun effect passes, they won't anymore. So that's the thing about the biomass. Okay, so now I'm just chilling over here. I didn't decide to go for bonuses this game because all these mutators, it's too risky. It's too time consuming, especially if something that is not into hybrids, then they need additional time. Okay, so I borrowed this one, so I get a second Brutalisk in time, so biomass isn't spread between these two. I want to get Brutalisk one by one because of course it's better. And now when I kill these, I will have additional Brutalisk, and now I can unborrow this guy, and I decided to actually kill these guys to collect biomass from them. And I have these cleared, I have gas is saturated, you need gas for Ravagers. I decided to go for Ravagers because Ravagers is good. Now, Aberrations have been left out of the unit tiers. You have 10 tiers, so they are automatically counted as lowest tier, tier 1, so they will actually transmute into a smaller unit. Okay, you can see that this transmitted into carrier, but okay, carriers at least cannot become hybrids because they have no auto attack, so they cannot transmute. Only their interceptors can, because interceptors are the damage dealing things. Okay, so I am placing some toxic nest to actually kind of stall the enemies, but you do this only if your army is close to draw attention of any transmuted units. Otherwise, it can become bad. Enemy composition is Devouring Scourge, the easiest one. Okay, the ground ones could be easy, but again, if you don't kill everything, the other things can transmute. It's like Ground Zerg has Ultralisk in the late game compositions, and that's of course not good, because Ultras are pretty high tier, so can become hybrids pretty fast, and they also deal a lot of damage and splash damage, so it's not very good to fight Ultralisk in this kind of mutation. So this is the easiest enemy composition. Banelink Scourge. Now Banelings can transmute if you have them. They mandatorily transmute whenever they suicide, so a lot of transmutations. But if you fight Banelink Scourge, the Swarm Hostile, the worst, because you need detection. If you have Overseers, then they will die to Scourge pretty fast and to Parasitic Bombs, so you cannot afford to have them. I mean, you can afford, but you lose them constantly, so it's bad. Okay, I was kind of a little bit out of position here, but it's okay. Okay, try not to lose any Ravagers, because it will be transmutation. Okay, this was, I think, denied shot from this disruptor. Okay, so this, by the way, maybe we can get the production. I always forget it. I'm bad caster, guys. Okay, I'm producing 8 overlords because I'm supply blocked. I want to solve this problem. Okay, so yeah, you can see that at least Scourge cannot do anything to the bots, of course, and to my forces, because I have nothing in the air. They can only be harmful if they come in my base and deal damage to my overlords. So now I just have to kill this wave, and then I have to go clear the other area. Yeah, Cyclones are pretty bad because they are very fast now, and okay, we have hybrids here. I think not. Killed everything before it can become hybrids. Okay, we have some more biomass over here, and yeah, I can speed this up now, because I explained most things that you have to be careful in these mutations. So now I'm clearing this. See the aberration transmuted into what? Reaper or something? No, I don't think Reaper, not that, but second tier they will transmute into tier 2 units. Those are either Zealots or Zealot Hydra, Hellbat. Zealot Hydra, Hellbat, Pink Roach. And I forgot. Widow Mine, yeah, Widow Mine, Hydra, Hellbat, Zealot, and I think Roach, yeah, those are tier 2 units. Okay, and the penultimate set of bots will be the most difficult, because they are most spread out, and there are 3 of them. Okay, this was a little bit out of position, and you can see how fast almost they destroyed, but luckily the Corrosive Biles deal with them. And Corrosive Biles are of course very good against cloaked and burrowed units, because you don't need detection, you just bile them down. And they are pretty good against the Moment of Silence, because they have 9 range, so you can kinda keep Brutalisk in front to tank. And if they get silence, you still have Ravagers behind. Okay, and Deep Tunnel, of course. That's why I like the Tunneling Horror. You see that now some of them get silence, some of them can still shoot from behind. So you can kinda dodge. That's good. This was this, and now I have to defend. I could. Okay, yeah, bonus is dead, but I don't care. It would be too much to go for bonuses with enemies that fast. Okay. Some toxic nests. Okay, now it's a little bit of a trouble. I wanted to build most of at least air hybrids down before I get silenced, but now it's a little bit of a trouble. But okay, this Ravager can still shoot. I lost some things. I lost all my queens, but a little bit worried. And then we get one very low Brutalisk. The Brutalisk dies everything that kills it. Will mandatory become a highest tier hybrid behemoth or dominator, because of course Brutalisk are heroic units, so they're counted as top tier. So that's okay. Oh, now we have oh, yeah, did the Brutalisk die? So I didn't even see. Okay, so yeah, I have to kill these swarm hosts. See that they are here. And yeah, against the Warring Scourge, I absolutely also cannot bring Overseers, because Scourge there is no way I can keep them behind and keep them safe from Scourge. Okay, so now they come from here, and here they kind of spread out. And thus I have to also spread out my forces. Luckily, most waves come from this side, which is pretty good, because now I can camp here. But I decided, okay, I have to spread between this, so when they... And mostly Zerglings, so yeah, they brutally gonna shred them. That's... okay, some of them reached here, but... corrosive vials deal with them, air stuff mostly. And this is pretty fortunate. If they come like from here, they come a lot faster, and you have a lot less time to act. Okay, now they come from here. So now they are speed freaks, I have to move faster. Okay, I think something end up in my base. Yeah, there is a Phoenix in my base. I first deal with this wave. And now this Phoenix transmuted into a Lurker. Before Toxic Nest could kill it, it transmuted into a Liberator. So Brutalist deal with it very fast. Before I have Hybrid in my base, that would not be good. Okay, Moment of Silence is still better than like if we had speed freaks plus mutually assured destruction, that hybrids nuke upon that would be really bad. Okay, Moment of Silence, they silence you, but they don't deal damage, so at least that's kinda okay. Okay, now I decided I will not overextend. I'm not going into enemy bases. I'm just gonna spread my forces like this. And so, enemy is air. They have Zergling with some waves, but if some waves don't have air units, so everything that comes from here, if there are no air units, they will come directly over here, not here, because they can fly. So you have to be careful, you have to be here. And I did get some static defenses over here. I should have got more spines. But okay, at least to stall them a bit. And yeah, this. Okay, unfortunately, yeah, they come through here because they are so fast. So I'm a little bit in trouble. Okay, so yeah, they were not killed all by this Toxic Nest, and you can see now I have to actually intervene over here, because otherwise you could have hybrids. And yeah, this wave came right through here. So in this case I just decided, okay, let's just camp the bots, because that's the safest thing I can do. You can see now on minimap they came directly over here. Okay, these guys will also come like here. And yeah, the bonus died. There are also like 2 hybrids there, and there would be more, because that's a lot of units there, so no way. Okay, this Infestor unfortunately is annoying, but it just came here, no more energy, so otherwise it could be bad, like these infested Terrans could do damage. Okay, I decided to actually ditch this bot now, because yeah, game ends faster if I didn't lose any before, and I just body block these bots from being destroyed. This one gets destroyed, but that only means that the game will end faster. And I would actually kill, like there's not much stuff left, but game actually ended before I could kill all stuff. So yeah, it's a win. I lost one bot, but it was planned because I didn't want too much trouble. There are hybrids and a lot of units in that wave, so I don't want to plan to save all bots and then lose two because I messed up and I got all my army silenced, and so I just decided to body block to save these two and end the game earlier. Okay, so you can see Ravager's most damage. Yeah, Ravagers are really good here. And if you have an ally, of course, then you can pretty easily counter any enemy composition because you don't have to be spread out so much. But if you don't have an ally, okay, yeah, the enemy composition with battle cruisers like that would be, I think, most like Sky Terran Reaper Liberator, because battle cruisers, it's hard to kill them before the Yamato, and when the Yamato, that is a mandatory transmutation. If you don't have commander like that has like Carax's Unity Barrier, can prevent damage, and then no transmutation, because of course transmutation is counted like chance damage dealt with divided with number 2, which means that everything that deals 200 damage or more is 100% chance for transmutation. And as battle cruisers being the like tier 8 units, yeah, they will transmute into hybrids, or maybe they can transmute into a sovereign battle cruiser, yeah, and into Loki, but then Loki will again Yamato and will become the hybrid. So yeah, okay, so that's it. Toxicness, damage, immutability, improvement, and toxicness maximum 3, structure mode 27 points. My usual masteries, and yeah, that's it, guys. So let me check the other statistic. Yeah, that's that's replace pressing quit and nothing happens. Okay, let me see. Okay, you can see it now. Kills wise, also Ravagers at the top. Then Brutalisks. Then yeah, Brutalisks will close the game when there were a lot of Zerglings, Ravagers later. And okay, these low cost spawns, they're actually kind of bad for this mutation because they just farm transmutations, but you cannot deactivate that. So fortunately, okay, Spore Crawlers also did some kills, like 22 kills there, where I used them for camping that area. Okay, yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and watch my other videos too.